Work, 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 work. Everybody said work, 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 work. Dee 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 dee. But I work it, work it, work, 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 work. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm all by myself. Going for my charger so I don't. Ooh, yeah. Hello. Hello, hello. This is a continuation of Uncle Birch's live. Yes, continuation. Work, 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 work. How is everybody? Hello. Hattie. Hi, Alexa Lee. My hair is a mess. So this is a continuation of everything. Only in this live, we are going to be focusing on how to build a community, not how to tear one down. Because, that's important stuff. That's really important stuff. There's a lot of people that's been hurt, a lot of people that has been obsessed, a lot of people that have just really almost lost their damn minds over this stuff. And I truly feel that looking backwards and all that junk ain't helping nobody. Ain't helping nobody. I have screamed and yelled and carried on and pitched a fit and stood on my head. And, I'm one of, I look sad. No life, no real job. I'm not sad. I have a real job. And I have a very full life. Why do I have a filter on? Because it's there. I have a filter on because it's there. It is a tool supplied by this wonderful format for people to play around with things. So there. Oh, well, thank you, Kiwi. Thank you. Hey, Ratch, how are you, darling? Exactly. Getting back to the task at hand, which is teaching, sharing, and enjoying one another, looking for things that give you inspiration, that kind of thing. I am not well rested, Ratch. That live lasted till, well, I left at 5 in the morning. Hey, so is it cutie? And the live I was just in was a lot of the, it's very similar. There was some good come out of it. But there's still a lot that needs to be done. Saeed, I don't know you, dude. Listen, I'm gonna break it down real Barney-like style. A lot of people come to the craft, come to a magical path because they feel like their power was hindered, took away, diminished somehow in their life. And they feel like that the craft can give them some sort of control, power, edge over others. That's not what it's about. Thank you, madam. Now, if you don't work on healing yourself, your path that you're going to be walking on is going to be crooked as hell. I mean, crooked as hell. That's why we tell people, we tell our students that you have to take the journey inward to know yourself. Perfect example is a Hermetic saying, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so my soul. There's reasons for that. You have to work on you. You have to work on you, period, first off. And then you build your craft. Some of these people have skipped some steps. So you got to rein it back in and say, okay, how can we build a bridge over this mess? How can we move on to where you can function and not get caught up and just have some fun and learn? All I can tell. Hey, ladies.
Hey, Grammy.
Hello.
Can
Do
you
you
hear
know what
me?
I sat? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello.
Josephine, Susie.
I
Hello.
can hear you.
Hello.
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 Can you all hear? Can you hear
I'm
Can you
me?
hear
here.
me?
Am I doing something wrong? I've not been on the live in so dang long.
Can you hear me?
Susie,
I'm here.
Josephine, I can't hear
I'm
you.
here. Oh, hang on.
Is there a button I need to push?
I've never done a live before, so
I don't hear nobody.
do you have us on mute,
Wonder
Grammy?
why. That's so weird.
Hello.
I can't hear Josephine. How come I can't hear you?
Oh, so
Let
hang
me
on.
see
Hang
if
on.
I've done something wrong.
Turn your volume up.
Huh.
Turn your volume up.
There
Can
you
you hear
are.
it? There we go.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
This is how you know that I will never be the one that's screen recording or doing anything crazy because I am tech stupid. Period.
Grammy, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely, love.
Have you seen Jesus today? Did you find him?
I found him yesterday and I begged him. I begged him for the recipe and he ignored me. He ignored me.
Oh, he's a wormy little thing, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
How
Wormy,
you doing?
wormy. Wormy, wormy, merp. Oh, okay, Susie. Um, how do I do that? Invite. Okay. Accept. Okay.
Thank you, Grammy.
Hello.
Who's Mr. Will? Okay, he can come up too. Okay, ladies.
Work.
What do you need? I'm busy.
What's inside the casserole?
I already told you what's inside the casserole. Go on.
No, you didn't.
It's chicken, it's rice, it's enchilada sauce. It'll be done in a minute. Go on
I
with
can't
yourself
hear
and
any
move
of
on.
you.
The children.
I told you
Have
this
some of that
yesterday.
casserole.
I
It's
can't
good.
hear any of
When you're
you.
on the line. Hello.
Okay, I got to tell you, I have absolutely had a very rough time yelling my brains out for the last 24, 48 hours.
I know. It's been a bit of
I
a.
was in that live, Grammy.
Hello.
I was watching.
I was
I
in
thought.
Buster's live.
I had a
What's
lot of
your
people.
name?
Well, I had loads of people invite me, and I'm just like, I don't like Birch. I don't like Birch. And then someone was like, "No, you got to come." They're
Hello.
doing like a resolve thing. So I thought, well, I'll watch it.
I wish Ursa would have been able to come in and speak for herself instead of being thrown
No.
under the bus like she was.
Uh, she wasn't thrown under the bus. It was just people
Why
in
did
the
you
comment
even ask
section.
for that, Lexi?
Is that a child?
I don't know
Lexi.
what that
That's
is,
how you
but
know
that's
how to
bye bye. Thank you now.
Hmm.
I don't know how to get rid of you, Mr. Will. How do I do that? Susie,
What?
how do I make you a moderator?
I have no clue, but I'll be a
Click on
moderator if you need me.
click on Susie's
We
name.
can figure it out.
By clicking.
Click on Susie, right, and it will tell you. It should give you an option.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
I got it.
Good,
This
good.
is again why I am not the one that ever screen records or does any of this crap because I don't know how to do nothing.
Mm. But yeah, no, in the chat, someone was going on about, oh, Mads and Ursa, they're mates. This is blah blah blah, and I was just putting in the chat that they're not, they're not friends. Um, so
Hey, Kaz.
Kaz is in the middle. Hello.
I only caught a few minutes of Uncle Birch's live, so I'm not too abreast of what is happening on it.
Well, it goes back deeper. Last night, I went through hell till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Hell. Yelling
Mm.
and screaming and carrying on with grown people.
yeah.
And I'm about had it. I've about
Mhm.
had it.
Well, yeah, people need boundaries. I have my boundaries up. I'm not even going to talk to certain people. They're not allowed in my space. They're not allowed in my life. And I'm protecting my peace and moving on, and that's it. Because I think people are wrong. They think hashing things out are going to fix things. It doesn't. It just makes it
It's
worse.
it's not gonna fix things,
You need
but
to just leave it. People need to just fucking leave things, get out of each other's lives and move on. Do you know what I
correct.
mean? I'm scrapbooking here. Leave me alone. Do you know what I mean?
I know, and I don't know why people can't just do that. If
You
you if
know?
you see something that you disagree with or don't like, I mean, you can address it if you wish, but truly, can we not just agree to disagree
I
on so
I
much?
think fucking witch talk's turned so toxic.
I
Like
think
it's
there's a
not
lot of
even about
people that will
witchcraft
act
anymore.
out.
It's just about
Yeah.
ripping each other apart. Like,
I think people act out of their emotions too quickly. I think people
yeah,
are forgetting to stand back, take a few breaths, and then look at the bigger picture. Is it really worth? Is that like 2 seconds of doing whatever really worth the agony it's going to cause?
yeah,
Like, do you know what I
I
mean? It's
agree. Yeah,
like take a step breath. Take a step back, take a deep breath, put the phone down, walk away, make a cup of tea, go for a cigarette, binge watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Do what you need to do, then come back and go, is this worth my energy? Do you know what I mean? It's.
yeah. It's just a fucking mess. Hi,
Mhm.
Pandora.
And
Hi,
here's another
Pandora.
thing. It's hi Pandora. It's become a battle of egos.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't like it. It becomes a whole lot of me and not a whole lot of, hey, what can we do? What can we do to help? And it looks like that some people think that only they can be the savior. And that's problematic to me.
Take up
There is,
scrapbooking. Everyone needs to take up scrapbooking. It's great. I'm telling you.
and the
It's
thing is,
great.
there is in something like this, there is no savior, there is no hero. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to happen. How the only way you're going to find an unbiased party to take on something like that is going right outside of the community and getting a hold of someone that has no clue, doesn't know who anyone is, to sit there and like be that moderator. And it's still not going to happen because people are still going to scream over them like a volleyball match. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Now, I've been gone for a while, so when I came back, things are all topsy turvy, and I've only caught like part of even what is going on this week. And it was like I was telling you, somebody asked me if I would be willing to host it because I don't have beef with anybody. I mean, somebody might have beef with me, but I don't actually have beef with anybody myself.
It's hard to do. I did that with that whole psychic Natalia situation, and I did put it out there, and I said to her, I will host a live and we will talk this out. She blocked me, refused to do it, and all of a sudden I'd gone live a couple of days later. It was unplanned. I'm sitting there chilling in my live, and then she comes in with like 600 other people. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, right, she's here, we're doing it. And I had to mod up. I had to get all my mods in. I had to mod people up. And I'm like, mod to your heart's content. Do you know what I mean? Like, kick people,
Right.
mute them, do what you need to do to keep the peace, because I'm having this conversation. I kept calm. I think it only lasted like 20 minutes, and she hightailed it when the racism topic came into play. But it's hard. And I don't, do you know what I mean? I didn't know the lass. I'd know the crap that she'd been doing, and it's not good at all. But even to do that with someone that you have no connections with is hard. So imagine trying to do it when you have a connection to all sides or one side. You're never going to be unbiased. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be a bias with it.
Yeah.
I'm biased to death, but I'll admit it. Do you know what I mean? I say it like I am not the one to host a live.
I have people that I'm cautious of because of things that were done to me that I see them continuing to do to others. And that's problematic to me. And I don't see a resolution with those type of people because it doesn't
all
look
you can
like they're
do is
here to
stay away.
learn. They're
Like
here
I
to,
said to everyone, I'm protecting my peace. Just stop bringing the person to me. Thank
Correct.
you. I don't want them in my life. I want them to be away from me. Do you know what I mean?
right.
My boundary.
Yes. Yes.
So here's the thing. Not everybody, though, needs to have a conversation. I believe, like, sometimes, the unspoken agreement is best.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's
in
what I
certain
mean. It can be more
situations,
damaging.
it's like, I don't wish ill on you. I don't want to see you starve. You're not sitting at my table, but I don't want to see you starve. I don't wish ill will for you, but I also don't want to have this conversation because it's not going to be a repetitive door where neither of us are going to see each other's side. So it's like, agree to disagree and walk away.
Let me tell you something that I found out last night that I did not know, and I got to tell you, it ran through me like a dose of salt through a widow woman, and I mean that with all sincerity, that there are groups of people on here whose sole purpose to be on Witch Talk is to screenshot, record, and then regurgitate that out to the public just to start shit.
The thing is, that happens in all like YouTube. I came from YouTube. I'd been on YouTube for years. I'm like the early beauty drama channels type
Right.
YouTube, like Jeffree Star back in the day before his makeup got decent kind of YouTube, right? And that's not like the guy is good at makeup now, but that's the kind of, I've been there a long time. And it was the same there. You didn't know who to trust. Like, was your friend really a friend? People would talk to you in messages into the drama channels. They would screenshot it. They would cut it up. They would take sections of videos being made and then like add that into their own commentary video, make it out to be that it was something else. It is dog eat dog,
That's a lot of
literally.
effort.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Like, obviously, I was the only thing with me on that is I have two good friends that are big. Well, one of them isn't really a channel anymore, but the other one's a really big channel over there. And the shit that I saw people would put her through on the regular, like it was absolutely, it was deplorable. Like it was deplorable. Sorry. And like you get people that go, well, we don't stand for racism, yet they're ending up backing people that are attacking a beautiful black woman who's my friend. And then on the other hand, they're like, oh yeah, we don't stand for racism. Excuse me, like this is what you're doing in private and on alt accounts. You outed yourself that that's your alt account. That kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like there's forums, like this is like guru gossip and frigging Reddit. Like it's stretched everywhere. So seeing this on TikTok and WitchTok isn't new to me.
Yeah.
It's just
It would turn you. It would turn
Mm.
you if you let it. It would turn you into a nasty person. You have to watch yourself.
I want to say something
Go ahead.
real quick to the people in the comments. Like, I'm not trying to silence anyone, but is this really the place to be having an argument right now?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to overspeak Josephine, but that's why I said in the comments, enough. That is enough.
Oh, I'm not even reading the comments. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. I'm
reading them
paying
now.
attention to the comments
guys,
while I'm
don't
also,
be fighting.
listening
We're
to
here
everybody.
talking about peace, and like this is what we mean. If you are going to be in a live and you don't like each other, don't interact with each other at all. Do you get me?
That's the whole point. I think that this is the key to this, Kaz, and I think that you're hitting on it. There's no way to
Just don't
fix
respond to
everybody's boo-boo.
Yeah.
Nobody
No,
can
but
fix-
here's the thing. Like with me, and they're like, "Oh, fix this." I'm like, "No, I don't want to fix it."
Right.
It's like shadow work. If someone doesn't want to do shadow work, don't make them do shadow work, right? I don't
Right,
want
yeah.
to fix things. I want it to go away and leave me the fuck alone.
And I think that's the only way that this is going to work. If you've got true beef with somebody to the point where there is no resolution at all, then you just fuck off from each other.
That's
Mhm.
it. Like, fuck
That's
off.
it.
Leave my name out of your mouth. Have me dead to you. Just go away.
What if someone
Right.
Sorry.
wanted
My thing is
resol-
like when we're on lives like this, we're all talking. We are trying to have open dialect. We're trying to be, as transparent as possible. But then when you have stuff like the comment section right now and people going after mags for whatever reason, just whatever, why can't that be a private message between the two?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
stop, or just leave her alone. Leave Mags alone. Like, yes, Mags
Interact with the
has
box.
her way about things, but don't do this. This is not the place. We are all trying to be on a different aspect right now and just talking about the fact that there is a problem. First is we have to talk about that there is a problem because we have to recognize that there's a fucking problem to even fix a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think
But
like
there's
a
not a
major
fix to
problem
the
in
problem.
society.
There's not a fix to this. The only
No,
fix
but
there
that's why
is that you
that's why
walk
I've been
away.
saying it for months. But I've been saying it for months. Play where you're safe. Stay on your side of the playground with your friends. Leave each other alone. Stop. Now, I've said this for
I think
months. I've said
like
this
a
since
major-
March of this year. Leave each other alone. Stop. Play where you're safe. Play with your friends. And we are not, this is the thing. Witch Talk is not a community. We are not a coven. A coven is a community. We are individual, separate people going on a spiritual journey with different views, different voyeurs, different views, different morals, different all these things. We are also have difference of opinions on how we do our practices. That is individual witchcraft. We are individuals. We are not in a coven. We are part of a community, which is TikTok.
I'm not
We
here to get
should,
along with
as a
everybody. I
people,
think that's
we
where
should, as a
people,
people, come together in
right,
certain stances for the
right.
youngers and teach proper knowledge and proper things about history and proper magic. That's that. That's the end of it. Outside of that, everything else that's going on this app,
But
it does
I,
not matter. You want to know why? Because in the real world, I'm sought after. It on this app, not so much. In the real world, people know who I am. That's what matters to me.
Hmm.
here's the deal, Pickle, though. What happens with that is some people who are not truly grounded will get jealous if somebody goes over
Well,
here
that's
and
their
likes what they're
priority and
seeing
that's their
better.
problem. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Don't worry about what they say. Why do you care? Why do you care?
I
That's what the
don't
thing
care.
is
I'm just
why,
saying,
no, I'm
what
not
is the
saying it like
problem?
you. I'm saying as in general a general you. Why do you care?
It's like a societal problem because it's like with the invent of reality TV. Reality TV is just basically like people fighting each other all the
My
time,
thing
right?
is I live
And
by the 80
people
20 rule
enjoy watching
and
that. Hold on.
3
People enjoy watching that and being a voyeur to that and a party to it, and it enables everybody to act like this.
Fake
Hmm.
witches, fake witches are going to try their best to draw attention to themselves at all costs, whether it be by hook or crook. That's it in a
regardless of the
nutshell. That's what it is in
situation.
real life. Why can't, it's the same thing on TikTok.
Yes, I understand, but regardless of the situation, that's not how it is done here. And because that's not how it's done here, you have to do it as a diplomacy, and you have to do it like kind of like a politician. You have to be cutthroat with it. You do not care about what people are saying about you because if they're not feeding you, financing you, or screwing you, what does it
Hmm.
matter? If it's an 80-20 rule, if they're not at least bringing 20% to your 80% or the 80% to your 20% when it's needed, what's the use of having that person around outside of an acquaintance that you talk to on an app every once in a while?
Can I
Are
just
we
say
all
something
going?
about?
Are we all
Sorry.
meeting up and going for vacational drinks? Are we all doing this? No. Are we
No.
contributing to each other's lives to have it better? No, we're not. What we are doing is coming together in a community and trying to teach our own personal practices through our own personal beliefs, through our own personal upbringing and society bounds. That's what we're doing. Now, some people don't agree with others. That's fine. Some people get jealous of others. That's fine. But that's not a you problem. That's a their problem. And they have to figure that shit out of themselves, not you. It's none of your business what they think of you because
Can I?
you have to deal with you at the end of the day. Nobody else deals with you but you.
Can I just say something? Like, Madam in the comment section keeps going on about like mags and having files and receipts and that. If you
Um,
think, if you think Mags is the only person that has a drive full of receipts, you are kidding yourself. Because I
yeah,
guarantee you,
station.
every third person on TikTok, whether or not that be Witch Talk or any other community, every third person who is seen as some kind of creator, even not even creators, right? Even your followers, they will have a shit ton of receipts gathered. It's the name of the game of social media. Whatever they do with those receipts, I don't know. I don't care. But Mags isn't the only one that has receipts. So you got to get off her back with that. There's a reason why she has receipts,
I mean, hell,
right?
for Christ's
You
sakes,
know.
last night I heard that people were fighting amongst each other over someone being undercover while someone else for the last couple weeks has been making an ass out of themselves on the internet. Like that kind of shit. The irony there. The irony.
I
Let me
don't want to
call
go
you
back
out for
into
being
last night
undercover.
because I almost lost my mind last night. I screamed and
I'm just
yelled until
saying,
5 in the morning.
this is what I heard. So
I'm not going to
I'm
do it
just
again.
being at that. Like,
Well,
how do
not
you,
even really.
the irony,
Granny,
the
nobody's going
irony.
into anything. You had a long night.
Hmm.
That wasn't a long night. That was the
That was the long
single
night.
most telling
It was
into
draining.
people's souls, experience raw, real, showing what you really are, events that I've witnessed ever on TikTok.
Granny, you were the
I
only
don't
voice
know
of
how
reason
you have
there.
the patience. I don't know how you have the patience of Job, but you certainly seem to, except at a few points, which I respect you.
Thank you. It's my job. It's my job working in healthcare. Do you know what I mean? I think Mia might know because of emergency services. You tend to have the patience of a
I'm
saint,
a
even though
retired
inside
psych
you're like,
nurse. So,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah,
yeah.
and I was in that live last night. I saw a little bit of it, and there was a lot of, like, Josephine and Granny were trying to really reason with some individuals, and it just was not. It was not getting through. It was like I said before, it's just a circular conversation. No one
But
wants
that's what I
to.
was saying.
Right,
But in
Like,
the
exactly.
anger, hold on, listen, in the anger of the moment of those interactions last night, real truth came out.
Right, absolutely.
And the real truth that I saw, and I don't know about the rest of you all, was a lot of folks hating on each other for doing the same thing.
Exactly true.
Hmm.
And that's
that's
Exactly.
what I'm
True.
going to say.
the
Enough.
irony right there. The nail was just hit on the coffin. Like that part. I heard about that and I'm like, wait, so you're telling me someone who was making a butt out of their self on this app for what, 3 weeks, and then wanted to call somebody else out for being undercover? Are we serious right now? Is this where we're at? Are we at this childish level? That was childish to me,
Yeah,
is
I
what
didn't
it was.
understand that whole thing.
There
I
was
didn't know the other
it was a
person
lot of
that was
nana
involved. I
nana
really
boo
didn't.
boo.
Right, exactly. And I'm like, okay, so you're calling somebody out for being on a troll account, quote unquote, publicly. Maybe they didn't want to say who they were publicly. Maybe they would have told you privately. Like, I don't understand. You're right, Pandora. I don't understand why you have to go after somebody for having a spy account, because everybody does it.
That
Everybody does it.
confused me too, Mia, because listen, I don't pay attention to who's coming into my live. I never have,
Right.
but
Yep.
apparently that's a thing. I don't sit and
Exactly. Me
ask, who the
neither.
hell are you? Who the hell are you? I don't do that. And why that caused a 2 hour screaming match, I don't
I don't
Hmm.
know.
understand.
Well,
And again, I love the person that was involved. Like I said, the other person I don't know, but she was making some sense. She admitted to what she did.
Right.
And then she was like, okay, I don't have to tell you if I'm behind a thick. She's right. She doesn't have to tell you.
honestly, she did really well too. She said, "I'm not going to
Right.
discuss this with you right now because you're not in the right state of mind,"
I
which is
agree with
what
that
should have
too.
been.
The entitlement. That's what it was for me. The entitlement for me. The feeling like you're entitled to that. That was what
Um.
killed me. I was like, wait,
So,
really?
so the person the 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 person that was up there for that 2 hours doing that, I have had a lot of experience with her. She used to be a friend. There was a lot of issues there. And it took a while. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I have very good reason not to trust her. But we are like the last week. I'd say what are we in now? October. So I'd say like maybe the last couple of weeks. I'm a amicable. I can't fucking get my words out now.
Amicable.
Amicable. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word.
Welcome to my
With
world,
her.
Joe.
Yes. So I've squished it.
Right.
With her, we've left it in the past. We've agreed to move on. When her name shows up, am I suspicious as to why her name shows up? Yes, I am. Do I know the damage that can be caused? Yes, I do.
But at least you're big
But
enough to say, you know what?
yeah,
We can coexist. Maybe not in the same space, but at least we acknowledge each other,
yeah.
and that's it.
And she knows this. She knows this. I've told her. She knows it, right? But there were certain parts in that live that I knew, like the whole Violet Flame situation. I know for a fact that's not her. That's not her style. She wasn't around there for when the type of information that was put on that account. She's told me outright which alt account she is, which she named on the live last night anyway. She was straight up with that. she has telltale signs of when she's lying. I know exactly what they are, and I will call her on that, and she knows that. And I sat there and listened, and even though I'm not friends with her, and I do like Ursa, I know what she was saying. She was saying what she knew, what was the truth. Do you know what I mean? So if she's constantly going over the same thing, she's giving you the chance. It's like me, you know, if I think it was Grammy in a live a couple of nights ago, you were like, Joe, do you have an opinion, or what's your opinion? And I'm like, do you really want to hear my opinion? Like, when I say that, I'm giving people a warning.
And I know that.
Like,
That's why I ask you. You know, I wanted to hear another aspect from somebody that's been in this a while.
hmm,
And I'm not saying I don't like the people that were in the live last night. That's not the point here. But it was telling in ways that was shocking to me. Some of the terminology, some of the motivation was shocking. And again, hard boundaries are going to have to be set for me because
hmm,
I really have to remain Sweden here. I have to because um good intentions sometimes can hide other issues.
hmm.
That's what I'm going to say.
And this is the thing, I will sit there and I've told multiple different people, right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't have to like you or dislike you to say yes you are correct or yes you are wrong. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like if I know from my own viewpoint and I've seen it with my own eyes and I've had that experience and I know what I'm talking about. If I know that you are correct, I'm going to say yes you are correct. If I know that you're spouting a load of shit, I'm going to tell you you're spouting a load of shit.
And
Like,
I think honestly, that's an honest and true friend. I do the same thing with my friends. If you're
mm,
spewing some bullshit, I'm gonna tell you you're spewing blue. And I've done it before with my mutuals.
mm,
This is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, and or what have you. It's just it gets to the point where everybody has to be like, okay, let's talk it out. We're gonna agree to disagree, or you're just gonna keep the conversation going, and it's never gonna get a resolution. It just
mm-hmm.
isn't. Like the little bit that I just saw of the live that Birch was holding today, I didn't see anything resolved.
No.
I didn't see anything. I just saw people attacking Mags for no reason. You know what I mean? I thought Mags handled it extremely well,
Mhm.
being respectful, and people were still saying to her, you're being disrespectful." I'm like, how more respectful can this woman be? I don't understand. And it's shocking to me. It really is. It's like, if you're going to take accountability, take accountability. We all make mistakes and then move on. If you don't like somebody, fine, great, awesome. But it doesn't seem like that's the intention. The intention is to just get on a live and just yell at somebody, you know?
I
And this
know.
is the thing, I said to like in that live this morning, Grammy, didn't I say that if you're going to hold space for healing, it is not going to be a pretty journey. It is going to be ugly. There is going to be arguments from both sides. There's
Correct.
going to be stubbornness. It's not
Correct.
going to be a thing that's not going to happen in days, weeks, months. It can take years.
And I
So
hate to
it,
rehash
you
this
know,
again, just like I said
mm,
last night, and I will say it again right this very second. What what happened during that moment was in contradiction to everything that was said prior. And when I brought up the situation with Aramid, I don't understand why Aramid is always off. It's like a closed practice. We can't touch Aramid, but we can use and go after other people for the same thing that one did. I don't fucking understand that.
Yeah, me
That
neither.
bothers me. The hypocrisy
The witch
there.
hunt. It's a witch hunt.
People
the
get passive
question
for no
being,
reason.
yeah, the question then being is if someone wants to hold themselves accountable and have that accountability, are they really holding that accountability space if other people aren't being allowed to have their say,
Yeah.
You
right?
can't be
Accountability is
biased.
not the accountability Yes, it's you coming forward and going, yes, I'm sorry, I've done this. But the accountability also includes the people that you have harmed and hurt. And it is still on that person you have harmed and hurt, whether or not they accept that accountability or that apology, however you want to put it. But the person holding that accountability, once you've done it, you walk away and you do better, because your apology comes with action and physical aspects,
Right.
not words.
Absolutely.
And I have a point to make because, you know, and this is the only thing I'm going to say. And as I said, I'm not talking about these people, but when it comes to healing, you can't drag someone to heal that doesn't want to heal with you.
Absolutely.
Stop trying to drag
Absolutely.
me in to heal when I don't want to. Leave me
Right.
alone.
Well said.
You can't force an apology, and you shouldn't. That seems to be a common theme. No,
It's
nobody
harassment.
thinks you're Ursa, though. It would be nice if you said who you were, because you seem to be.
I don't know what the antagonistic stuff is. I really don't understand it. No one here
It's
is being antagonistic. I don't get
no
it.
on an alt account, whoever
Yeah.
it is.
I see, as my live, I don't care if that person is known or not known. I don't care. To me,
I
that's
mean, they just seem awfully bothered and fixated, and you know, like if they're, I don't care one way or another who they are really, but like if they're going to be so fixated, that just kind of, well, I think that's a subjective term, really, because you don't think you're being antagonistic, but you're making a lot of claims without any backup.
No,
You've
you are. You are
accused
being
me
a
of a
little
whole bunch
antagonistic.
of
I don't know
stuff
who
that
you
isn't true,
Yeah.
and you're not. Nobody knows you, so
And that's fine.
which
Make your
fine. I don't need to know you, but if
Right.
you're going to say I did something, prove it.
Just
That
seems like
part.
you're here to provoke a
That part.
reaction.
It's very weird for you to come into a live where no one knows who you are and for you to be saying certain things. And then
You're
as you're
in the
saying these
live. You
certain
got your
things,
info
you're
from.
literally stirring the shit pot. That is what you're doing in here right now. You're stirring the shit pot.
Okay,
And
so
none of
you're
us are
in the
wanting shit
live you
pot
got your
stirrers.
info from. So Grammy, did you tell this person that I doxed or like I botted them?
that I did. You what?
That I botted them, because they're saying I botted their account, which I don't even have a bot.
I have never accused anyone of having a bot. Now, if we
Right?
want to talk about being accusatory, you
Well,
know,
this isn't Ursa's live.
you and I have unresolved issues, Max.
Well, I'm sure we do, but this isn't Ursa's live. You said you're in the live, and I don't have a bot, and I can't speak to what Ursa said. Ursa's not here. So I don't know what to tell you, but I don't have a bot and I never have.
Yep.
So that's all I got for you.
Okay,
That's the thing.
so
People
we're just
throwing out
going to move on.
accusations without
We're
any
going to move.
proof.
We're
Throwing out
going to move
accusations.
on because, like we said earlier, if people say something you don't like or disagree with, you say, I disagree with that, and then you move on. It doesn't have to become a knockdown
Absolutely.
drag out.
That's fine. I disagree with that.
Well, you have the right to disagree with me on that.
No, not you, ma'am. Not you. I disagree with Mooney, but I don't disagree with you. I think that's a fine way to work through it.
Yes, not everybody needs to say there. You know, it's called an unspoken agreement. Unspoken. You don't have to talk about it. It's there. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of these issues I think are ego issues, and people need to spend some time at their altar.
That part.
Mhm.
That part.
Mhm.
Because I saw a lot of that last night, and I saw a lot of that earlier today. It's just a lot of egos, and I know it's hard. It's hard for everyone, especially if you feel like you're attacked. But yes, I think that is a huge part of it.
You got to have some humility.
It's missing around here.
Here.
That's all.
I mean, to me, just letting Max up here is a step in yielding. And there's another word that people need to understand: yield. It's like yield the right of way. If you see a video that pisses you off, you yield. Scroll on.
Correct. I could
There's
have gotten in
nothing that
that live
says you have
earlier.
to interact with everything that pisses you off.
Yeah, I could have gotten in that live earlier and, you know, argued with Birch about saying that I eat babies and all the shit
Well,
he said about me. I could have argued with Bree about all the shit she said, but I'm not going to, because for what? For what? It's just going to cause more discord. I just move on. I don't, you know, they can, it doesn't matter.
well,
I don't care.
it takes two.
Exactly. I'm not going to buy into that crap. It's because it's nothing but bullshit.
Honestly, this is why I've been moving the way I move, because certain people expect me to, you know, do videos on certain things because of certain people making videos. And I'm just like, you know, I don't really care. I said what I had to say and I meant that. And when I said that to that person, they didn't like it. They did not like what I had to say. And then they made a video and said that I didn't say what I said. And I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. You could go around saying these things. The ego and pride, this is why a lot of us walked away from the entitlement.
There was an
The
hour-long conversation
circle.
last night,
The
Pandora,
circle.
about you and a
I'm
video
sure.
you had made. And quite frankly, I got freaking tired of hearing that back and forth dialogue. It's like you weren't there. So how could that be resolved?
It's not going to be resolved when someone's not there. It's just,
Exactly. So why
yeah.
did it have to go on an hour?
Mhm.
That's counterproductive. You go into like a psychotic trance with some of it, not you, but I mean, you go into a psychotic trance and get yourself worked up, and then
I said it once and I'll say it again. The very first time that something happened, I can assure you that, yeah, something did happen the very first time. But the videos that I was sent where she was throwing herself around that kitchen,
I'm not
there was
talking about
nothing
that.
there.
I'm talking about the video you did about the ice pack situation.
All of it, yeah.
Because she came in and said that that was not true.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Some
it was.
people just want to live in an echo chamber.
Absolutely
Yeah,
right.
she could say it wasn't true all she wants to. There's people that know they were in that live when she had said it. She was trying to get her to go get Maeve and bring Maeve back in the live, and Maeve was not wanting to come back in for a reason. She was not trying to deal with the dumb shit anymore. She left. Ice Pack went to go get her, as Ursa asked. When Ice Pack was going in and out of the live, Ursa was like, I see you. I see you. You're not a practitioner. I see you. And that's
I
exactly
think,
what she said to Ice Pack.
may I suggest something? I think the problem here is there's a point in time where somebody may not remember what they're saying or doing unless they go back and review the tapes. And that's just my piece on it.
Oh
I
my
agree.
God, I remember that. Now
Do you
that you
see what I'm
said that,
saying?
I remember that happening.
So
I told you,
it
Grammy, I don't have no reason to lie about anything or on anyone. I actually was the one. You can ask everybody. I was the one that was trying, me and Gina, we were the ones that was trying to get everybody to be okay again with everything. That was not going to happen because of the things that Ursa was going around saying and doing behind people's backs and on lives while drunk. The way she was treating us, the way she was doing things towards us. That was not okay. So when I finally called her out, and I called everybody else out when people wanted to say, oh, well, if you guys were friends, you would have managed, you know, her being on the lot. Same goes to everybody else that was on a live watching her do all that dumb shit. Same thing. You know, it's just the same, back and forth. There's no rhyme, reason, or anything about it. I'm not going to argue with you guys. I know you guys felt how you felt. You guys know how I feel. You guys asked my opinion. I gave that opinion and I meant that opinion, and I still stand 1,000 toes. I would die on that hill on that opinion.
I don't want to drag her because she's not here, but at the same time,
Grammy,
Yeah, baby.
Grammy, here's the thing, and I don't want to get into this because this is not my business right now, but I will say this. Just because nobody saw what was going on in the live doesn't mean people weren't ringing her phone and talking on Messenger and trying to pull her off in a less conspicuous way, knowing that folks were watching and taping in the background.
Yeah.
And there were things that were going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about. There were promises made, and there are reasons that we had decided that we didn't want to be part of that anymore, not to desert a person, but because some of us have real issues with folks being inebriated because we have our own
I
history.
said that last night too. I told her,
Yeah.
I said, I have muted you on social media because I will not talk to you while you're adulting.
Right.
And it was very obvious, the constant repeating of herself. You know what I mean? The telltale signs were there. And I'm not trying to blame anybody for that, but it's like I've told other people that have gotten on lives, not Ursa, other people that have gotten on lives intoxicated. I've told them privately, look, this isn't a good look for you. It just isn't.
Right. And it was kept private and it was kept personal, and there are folks that have made it very public. And we have maintained, if you go through, you look, I don't have any videos up about it. I'm not responding to it. And it has been consistent and constant. Every day we've had people contact us trying to pull us in and make us accountable for having boundaries around this. And folks have been
Same here.
giving
I'm
us
like,
a thumbs up.
please
And
leave
the
me alone.
lies.
Right. Like, just leave us alone. We're not her keeper. And this is the thing. We're not saying, hey, don't be friends with her. We're not saying, hey, choose sides. What we're saying is leave us the fuck alone when it comes to her.
I can't enable this. I can't enable this behavior because I love her and I don't want to see her die, but I cannot be treated like a punching bag or somebody's whipping dog when they're like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
See,
Absolutely.
Max has good points with this. So I'm mutuals with all of them here. I'm also still mutuals with Bertha. I will always make it clear I like all of you, right? I've always made that clear to everyone. None of these lot have come bitching to me about Ursa. If anything, when they've had enough, they've said, "Can you please ask bygones be bygones? Don't talk, don't do that." Which is fine. It's fair. It's absolutely fair, right? But my issue, not with you guys at this one, but my issue is people are their own person. They are grown ass adults. When they are up on the live doing stuff, we are not responsible for what they are doing. We cannot control them. What we can do is try and go, hey, I think you're tired. Would it be good if you went to bed? They don't do that, right? We've tried. Then you get people that will go
Right.
off
We
to other
have.
people and go, I'm disappointed that XYZ was up there and enabled this. And yet those same people will go up there and keep that person on the live just because they can. And then during vulnerable moments, when we're all trying to get them off alive, they go and share that live with 10 to 20 different people. Why are you going to do that?
That's terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
So the only reason, and I remember alive, we were in the live, and I think she'd fallen asleep. And I said, the only reason why we're going to get her off the live is if someone calls her. So we all dropped down. Someone called her, live ended. That was all good, right? But there is nothing we can physically do on this app to get someone off a live if they are not willing to leave.
Right.
Yeah, we can't control grown ass adults.
And I'm going to say as well, it really is unfair that Gina got lumped with being responsible for Orca. That's not fair.
Ursa literally, and this is a message I got from Gina. She said, so apparently because I didn't police you and I wasn't controlling it, and she's talking about me, Gina controlling me and policing me and stopping me from saying what I had to say. That is why Ursa stopped being Gina's friend completely. That is why. Because
Crazy.
Gina did not police me.
You can't police grown ass adults. You just can't.
Okay, so
we're all women here.
What we need to do moving forward here is what?
Just not talk about it.
We
Go
just
our
want
own ways.
according
Unspoken
to
agreement.
cauldron.
One at a time, everybody.
Unspoken agreement.
Susie, what'd you say?
That's a rather difficult
cauldron
answer to do, because on one hand, you don't want to watch it. You don't. On the other hand, you don't want to leave them alone, because look, I've had to put my brother into rehab 7 times. every one of those times I've had to sit with him to make sure he doesn't die. That last night was brutal.
Very.
Absolutely brutal.
It triggered me in every way that you can imagine, Crone.
Hmm.
I couldn't sleep because the what ifs were horrific in my head.
Yeah.
So, yes, she's a grown ass adult. She is. But I would have felt culpable if I had woke up this morning and she was gone. And that's not my responsibility.
They're saying I can play off.
But it felt like my responsibility. Does that make sense?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think it would be constructive if one of these two things happened? If people either held like an intervention with her digitally or whatever, or either if we see the adulting activity participating, because we don't hate the person, we just kind of hate the things that kind of comes from that. If we were to have like a code word for each other at that point and just choose to leave and not interact, just like full stop.
That's what we did when we were on the live with her, and she wouldn't leave. We all left, so she had no one because she wouldn't leave the live. So we all decided to dip out while people were trying to ring her to get her off the live. So yeah, I think personally, my opinion is the best thing is to remove ourselves.
Right. I agree.
That's
You
all you can
know,
do. That's all you can do. You
yeah.
really, I mean, I know, I'm so sorry, I don't know who said it, but I know thinking about what ifs is terrible, of course. You know, I deal with the what ifs every day, but you can't do, you'll drive yourself crazy. You can't think about the what ifs.
I know.
And
I know
it hurts me when I'm so sorry, I don't know your name, but it hurts me when you said that, because I know what that's like, but there's nothing you can do to help somebody who isn't in the place to help themselves, or isn't in the place to receive help, I should say.
And you
So
also have to sleep sometime and have time for your family and your kids and your own self-care. Worrying about you can't just not sleep. What are you going to do? Just not sleep and stay on with her?
24/7, like, it's impossible.
Right.
And I think Kaz said it
Are
perfectly,
we
and
all supposed to
Brandy
do
said it
this
too.
in shifts?
Yeah, exactly. It's if you want to hold an intervention, I really think it should be done off the app. I don't think on the app, because it's just going to be screen recorded and shared, and people are just going to make gross comments.
Well, she brought up that this is not an intervention, and she
Right.
was adamant last night that
Yeah.
there's really nothing that anybody can do to change what she's doing, because she blamed her adulting on the fact that she's trying to save community, and that she's been shown that she's the one that's going to save community, and she does the
Praise the
adulting
curse.
Please
to
understand
handle
that
the
that is
stress of
a
it.
psychosis. That is
Yes.
psychosis. That is
Duh.
someone that went through some kind of spiritual awakening,
Out of
and instead
purpose,
of
you
moving
shouldn't be
through
trying
that
to address
awakening,
those type of things.
but instead of
That's
moving through that
dangerous.
awakening, though, she took it with her. Do you understand? Like, some of our awakenings, we just move through and not, we don't take it with us. You know what I mean? And she took whatever, and she took that hard. And now she's going through some kind of psychosis while also attention seeking.
And it's heartbreaking, to be honest. It's heartbreaking to see.
And also drinking at the same time, which is making her even more depresso espresso.
Right. So I really don't.
The thing with all this is whether or not Ursa would be receptive to having that conversation. Because right now, and I will say this, and I said it on the live this morning, that I don't feel she is receptive to hearing what we are trying to say.
Exactly.
In general,
She's not.
Yet.
She's not there yet.
She's
not
not
there yet.
there yet.
She will be, but right now she's not.
What's
You know.
the saying? Rock bottom has a basement.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is
It's a
why
rough
I'm
situation overall.
very low
And I
contact
also
with
think
my family.
moving. I'm sorry. I also think what Pandora said about moving forward. I know what I decided to do. I am doing. I'm keeping my boundaries in place. Um, and I'm just not interacting with them. I want nothing to do with them. End of story. I've worked very, very hard in the last few years to not be reactive. They're not going to pull me down.
Exactly. And it's one of the hardest things to not be reactive because you
Yeah, it
want to
is.
be, especially when you hear things that are untrue about you. Like that's really the best thing is to not be reactive.
Yeah,
It's the only way to make things stop.
That's
I
that's
agree.
kind of what we've been trying to do at this point, but it seems like every night folks are dragging us in somehow. I've been ambushed into a box twice or tried to, and I've had to bounce out really fast.
and I apologize. You got ambushed on mine as well, Maggie.
It's fine. I know it happens.
I mean, we are all in some ways friends or at least acquainted with each other. You know what I mean? Like, even if we're not
yeah.
kumbaya with each other, we all are still kind of
Look,
like doing this
no,
conversation.
I respect everybody here, even if I've had
Yes.
problems with some folks.
Yeah,
I
listen,
respect
yeah.
everybody
I
deeply.
don't hold grudges. I'm over it.
Right,
Listen, I blow
exactly.
up in the day, and the next day I'm over it, and
Right.
that's just the way I am. So if people hold on to grudges, that's their issue.
Yeah,
I'm already over it. I forgot about you. Do you know what I mean? Not you,
right.
Maggie. You're
I know.
unforgettable.
I just
Do you know what I mean?
really want to. I want Grammy, especially you. You need to understand. Like, it was a very hard thing not to be by her right now, because she does obviously need somebody, but it's one of those things where you have to put the life jacket on yourself first before you can save anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta
the thing is, as
understand,
much
this
as
is
we,
Mags. Mags
yeah,
has been in Ursa's lives solidly every year. When I say solidly, I do mean solidly. For like the last 2.5 years, she's been in Ursa's lives day in and day out. This is someone that was really, really close with Ursa. And she's like, I can't. So that should say a lot.
Pandora, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but somebody's in the comment section asking who is qualified to diagnose. Nobody is diagnosing anything.
yeah,
There's a
and no
difference
one's
between
qualified.
pointing out behaviors, like in my profession, I don't diagnose, but I can see signs and symptoms of certain behaviors that will point a certain direction.
Yep.
No one's diagnosing anything.
Well, saying
I'm
she has
taking my own
psychosis is a
temperature as an adult
diagnosis,
child
right?
of an alcoholic. I'm taking my own temperature and saying that this is something I can't be around because it's hurting me. It's causing harm to me. And I love her, but I can't be around her. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't say she was in psychosis. But
No.
I think we're all familiar with spiritual psychosis, and I'm making no claims to that whatsoever.
I think what we're doing here is that we're saying that this behavior feels problematic and it's triggering. I lost my mom to addiction, and I lived with a raging alcoholic and addict, married to one for 18 years before I got out. And I can promise you that what I'm seeing is triggering the fuck out of me.
Yeah, same.
And I am not going to sit and bring my piece down to give. I am not a life preserver when I know it would drown me.
Right. And that's understandable. I'm sorry. Somebody said here that I said spiritual psychosis or psychosis. I didn't say that. And we're talking about spiritual psychosis, not mental illness psychosis, which is a very different thing.
I am the one that stated something about spiritual psychosis. Thank you. So if you're going to be in the comments and addressing people, address the right person. Hi, I'm Pandora. Nice to meet you.
And
I just
I
want to
gotta
make clear that we're
say,
not saying that
Susie,
she's in
Susie,
some
this
kind of.
is we
Sorry.
it's not a bash anybody. This is a serious problem. This is separate from the community blowing up. This is somebody's life that we're seeing slowly slip away on the daily.
And
You
look,
know what
let's
And a
makes
make it
lot of
clear.
us, when it came to this person, a lot of us called her friend and care about her. Even if we don't want to be friends anymore, doesn't mean you just stop caring.
But let's make this clear about the whole psychosis thing. Even a professional psychiatrist cannot legally diagnose anyone online, right?
On
Spiritual
spiritual psychosis,
psychosis,
yeah.
yeah, spiritual
Correct.
psychosis is different to mental psychosis. You can spot the signs, you see where it's going, but you know, in all fairness, we shouldn't be putting that tag on. However, having the conversation that these are signs is different from saying someone is.
And I got to say something because now I'm a
Yeah.
little ticked off. Just because again, the dissecting of what everyone says is a problem. Also, I mean, if you say something, somebody will eventually come to you or screen record you and dissect everything you say and try to make a huge deal out of one word.
I just seen
We
Mama
all know
Todd.
what Pandora was trying to say. It wasn't, we're not diagnosing, we're not saying that she has it. We're trying to, together pool our thoughts to be able to come to a resolution, to be able to help this person. So stop picking apart what people say and making it a huge deal, because that's part of the problem in the community is people just, they go on a whirlwind over one little thing and they blow it up.
I aspect?
You know,
I
so
agree,
I
and it's
asked
so
that,
not.
David.
let's stop picking people's words apart and
Mhm.
stop you're picking gnat shit out of Pepper at this point. Let's go back to what as a whole what we're
We're
actually
not
talking about.
helping her. We're helping us, and I think that's where you're missing the point.
Exactly. I mean, if you don't like what you're hearing, you can scroll on out. Good
And
day.
it's not that we don't have love or affection or respect for someone. It's that, oh my goodness, this is difficult because we're dealing with addiction. Is Mama Tot in here? Is Mama
Yes,
Tot
ma'am.
in here?
Mama
Mama
She's
Tot,
Tot!
Mama Tot. Hi, Mama Tot.
here, Mama Tot.
Todd.
But there is a genuine
She hates being
concern.
called out when she's in the live. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
There is a genuine concern, right? And people wouldn't be up here discussing it if there wasn't a genuine concern. We're not dragging Ursa. There is a genuine concern because if people were dragging Ursa, they would have let loose by now. They haven't. People are remaining respectful. They are pointing out that there is a genuine concern for someone's safety. That's what it is, you know?
And I have to say, based on my life experience, that I refuse to allow myself to be triggered like that again when someone is adulting on a live. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
I can't do it either. I can't. I
And
If
that's
can't.
if
absolutely
someone
fine.
is not adulting, that's a different thing.
Hmm.
But if we're going to I didn't sign up to go down that roller coaster ride with someone. I've already got the t-shirt a couple times over and I'm not doing it again. I don't have to. But if I'm asked to help, if I'm asked to give solace, advice on what do you do next as a steps to heal yourself, to go get help, I'm there for that.
Mouse,
1,000%.
do you have her phone number? Give me your phone number because I'll call her.
I don't have
Give me
her
your
number.
number.
Mouse, people have talked to her. They've had voice calls with her. It's not like this
Um,
is something that solely happened on a live. There are
I'm sorry,
people
guys.
that
I
have.
gotta pop out. I have to pop out, but I just wanted to say goodbye.
Mm.
Love you
All right,
guys.
bye.
Okay, Mia.
Hi, Mia.
Bye, Mia. Love you.
Yeah, we used to talk to her all day, every day while she was at work, and then still go on live with her at night. Like it was almost an all day thing, and you know,
We already have done that too. We've done that too.
Can I
It's
say something? Why don't we just move on with the conversation? Because there's no actually explaining and answering to the person.
yeah,
So
that's
I'm
true.
not
fine.
That
getting
is
it.
true. And they're
So,
just trying to stir the shit pot anyways.
Yeah,
let's
so we
talk
just
about
move
what
on
we
with,
can
with
do
sorting out the
about
situation.
community. Let's talk about, hey, let's get back to our cool content where we're teaching people. We got Samhain coming up, and there's a lot of things that we can throw out there to help people understand from many different perspectives what we do at Samhain and how each of us do those things.
Yeah, I every few days I'm uploading stuff on Irish Sound, and people really enjoy it. I actually upload it every year, and people love it every year. The same, I just save it and then I upload it the following year. I'm like, here's the sound stuff again. They're like, yay! You know. But remember, it is the month for ancestors. It is the
hmm
divination month, guys. This is the month to do it. Get your answers.
That's right.
Mine is this month. So for Samhain, for me, when I do my ritual in the evening, once the kids are in bed, I'll get my fire pit out. I'll do what I do around the fire pit. But this month for me is a time that I am releasing a lot of stuff over the past year.
Yes.
And I've decided that that is me moving on. There is a lot there that I can't I can't talk about it publicly. It's just stuff in real life, and it's a trauma that, well, it's been longer than a year really. A trauma that I've myself and some others have had to deal with since I think end of April, beginning of May last year. And it's a time of like, right, okay,
It's the
next
new
I
year.
have, yeah, I have to let go. It's time to let go. I've done what I can. It's time to let go. And I can't hold that guilt over me anymore. Do you know what I mean? So Samhain is going to be
Exactly.
a big release for me, and it's taken me quite some time to get to this point. Because not only was I dealing with the trauma that happened back in sort of April, May last year, I'm also dealing with the trauma all the way through my life that brought back up. And it's only I've got a couple of friends that it involves as well that have said that they want, and they're not practitioners, but it involved them as well, and they've said that they want to let go as well. So they're going to come round. We're going to do that around the fire, and we're all finally going to go, right, we need to let go. We need to be at peace.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Josephine, down there?
What's that?
Um,
Bonfire.
that somebody do a live, because Samhain is the whole month of
Yeah.
November. So
Mm.
can somebody do a live and we do a
Community.
releasing of the last year?
Oh my
hmm
God, do it for me. Do it for me, please.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Let's do it.
Yes.
It would
Let's get
actually
it
be
done.
nice.
And
Yeah,
after
mate.
that, everything's done. It's a new year, okay?
Yeah.
Could
Everything's
Maeve,
in the past.
could Maeve do that? Maeve's saying about a bonfire, like a proper bonfire. That
Yeah,
would be epic.
I think it would be wonderful if
Do it, Maeve. Do it.
we've
Do
got
it.
it. I
Do
think
it.
it would be beautiful. And then we can
Yeah.
all just don't even
October.
have to
Down is
vocalize
the
it,
whole
but we
month
can
of October.
visualize putting that into the flame this last year and letting all of this go and start afresh. All
Mm.
things gone, bygones be bygones, and move forward.
But yeah, Samhain also means November.
Right. That's why I
Indirect.
said
Yeah.
we can do it anytime in November.
Mm.
It doesn't have to be done on Ohehana. It can be done anytime during November.
Yeah, fake flame it. Just don't have the camera on it all the time. Maybe move the camera every now and then, or.
But I don't think they're too bad with flames anymore.
Mm.
I think that would be beautiful.
I think it would too. I think that that's a beautiful concept.
Mm.
What do you think, Susie? Susie,
Yes.
do you think that would be cool?
Sure, I'm down.
Everybody in the comments, are y'all okay with that? Having some sort of eclectic mixed salmon
Burn it all down.
online
Burn it all
ritual
down. Yes,
center.
burn it all down. Burn
Yeah,
all of it down.
exactly.
All the past. Burn it all down. It's gone.
Burn it.
Wipe it from history.
Absolutely.
Let's
And
napalm
somebody
this
needs,
shit.
we
I
need to
know how to
pick a
make it.
day and we need to let everybody know, and it'll be the largest live that was ever done on Witch Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I gutted what?
Huh?
Mouse is saying Kaz gutted you?
Who
Who's
did
got
who
a
did
good?
you cut?
I don't know. I don't know.
Taz, are you out here gutting people? Are you doing that again? Do we
Did
No.
you
do we have
bring
to have the
Just teddy
conversation?
did you
bears.
bring a live blade into the circle, Missy?
What did we
Just the
tell you,
teddy
Cass?
bears.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Kaz gutted, yeah. And Kaz, like, they're asking her if she brought a live blade into the circle.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, I'm not actually even going to talk
Oh.
about it. They're already in my past. I've already released them. It is sad, but you know, it is what it is. Friendships end, unfortunately, you know.
But
But
I'm not kidding. Let's not
so
let this fire go. I think we should spread
So
the,
what day
the
should we do
flame.
this on? What day works for everybody?
We can always do a few
Or should we
different
do a fire
lives
day?
since it's you
Maeve,
know.
how much wood you got? How much wood has Maeve got? Let's
Maybe
do a
we should
couple of
do it in
bonfires.
different time
So
zones
much wood.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't we hold different lives? Like we all hold different. If it's the whole month of November, then hold different lives.
Throughout the entire month. Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
and all of us just have like that last bonfire of the year kind of thing.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Hmm.
I like it.
Burn it all down.
Burn it all down.
Burn it all down.
It's going to ask, so everyone's asking, like they're waiting for your answer.
Huh? What? Wait. What?
What?
What was that?
Hmm.
Always burning shit. Same.
Maeve, if you're in here, Josephine has asked you a question.
Yeah, Maeve. We're going to ignore the hubby, but Maeve, how much wood have you got? Have you got enough for at least 3 bonfires?
She's like, I am not answering.
Well, she might actually be doing some like she might be doing some homeschooling with her kiddo right now. I mean, I know
Alright,
it's on the
okay.
weekend, but it's weekend. You know what I mean? It's homeschooling. You could do it at
Well,
home.
look there. Electric Shadow Soul said that if Maeve doesn't want to do it, she can do it. So that's nice. Like we'll have people to do it, you know. So, and
I
even
would
if Electric Shadow Soul can do another one in October as well, you know.
listen. I would offer to do it, but I think even on Samhain, having a couple more people over around the fire, my neighbour is going to spend the next 6 months telling everyone again that I am summoning demons.
Yeah, we're gonna have
That would make a great live, and I would attend that. She's
Oh,
such a
listen, I didn't help the cause because I did troll. I had my other neighbour over once, and it was summer. We had the fire pit going in the evening, and we had the chairs around, and we were drinking a bit of wine, and like
Hey
we were
there.
just throwing that. So he's Jamaican, so he's speaking patois, right? Because he knows what was happening. So he's taking a piss, speaking patois, and then every now and then I'm just shouting Beelzebub. So it didn't really help the cause
Yes,
to
you do.
begin with.
Salam alaikum, my brother, by the way.
Wouldn't it be
Beelzebub.
wouldn't it be great to have like one a week or something going up all the way through until November?
I think it would be fabulous. I think that we should
Yeah.
make
That would
this the month of burn it all down.
right? That would actually build community. Like people would have time to hear about it, and more people I think would attend all the way through.
Let's
Oh,
start
that's
making
something
videos
to watch
about it
the video
then.
too.
Yes.
Let's start
Maybe
making
answered
videos
yes.
about it
There we
then.
go.
I wonder if the
And at the
island
end of the
still
month,
has the fire
listen,
pit.
at the end of the month, all of you crafty bitches out here with technology maybe can
Mhm.
do a collage of all the fires and we can have like a wrap up.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
I like
that'd be cool.
I mean, that would be beautiful, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
Agreed.
like it. Picasso.
Okay, no whistling. We got you.
Yeah, no whistling. No whistling.
I do have, just to pre-warn people, I have a follower. He is a sweet guy. He's not a practitioner. He's a sweet guy. And whenever I'm live, he always comes in and says to me, can I whistle? It's a thing he does. He's not a practitioner. He doesn't get it. So if he comes into live and he writes in capitals, love you all, but can you whistle? Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
But I think we should start promoting this now. Burn it all down.
Burn it
That's
down.
it.
Are we
Burn
taking
it
Burn
down.
the negativity attached to witch talk.
Do what?
Petitions for
Burn
the
the
people want burned in the fire.
I have enough
We
parchment
should
and
tag Witch Talk
Eric, I think
Drama.
that would be great. I think it
We
would be
should tag
awesome if
Witch
you
Talk
would do
Drama.
one.
Oh, we've got
what
5th of November, haven't we? Bonfire night. Oh, listen, I will go live if I can stand it. I don't know. I don't know what day the 5th of November is, but it's bonfire night over here. It's Sky Fox night. If I can get to someone that's doing a bonfire, or if someone's got a display on, I will also stream that.
Awesome.
If,
That'd be
if
great.
I'm not working, yeah. So you'll see it all.
I'll bring the marshmallows.
hmm And then I'll
so
be berating Guy Fawkes for not doing a good job, but I will stream
Ooh,
the fire.
Eric.
Ooh, nice, Eric. Yes. And this can be for other paths too. It doesn't have to be just for the witches. The ATRs, I think we should spread it, burn it all down, start the new year out right.
Everyone's welcome.
what
Everyone's
dates
welcome.
exactly? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Kaz. Good.
That's great, Grant. Just talk over me. I waffle all the time. If you have something to say, just start talking and I'll shut up.
I'm sorry.
Remember the 5th of November. Gunplot and shoes.
goes down tonight.
Right.
Guy Fawkes Day,
Mm.
yes.
Okay, but like if we do this like once a week, what day should it wrap up on?
Fridays or Saturday. Well, Saturdays is Heath and Chat, so I would actually push it over into Friday.
What
Okay,
you
so
mean, when
like
would be the last
yeah, what would be the
bonfire?
last day? Yeah, what would be the last bonfire? And then let's like,
I
like
think we should wrap it up before Thanksgiving, because after Thanksgiving, I think right around the week before Thanksgiving, maybe.
okay.
What day's Thanksgiving? I don't know.
The
Yeah, I
27th
don't
of
celebrate
November.
Thanksgiving.
6th
What,
of
of November?
November 26th,
Okay, thank you, Chris.
I think.
But see,
It's
this
very
is
hot in Sweden.
exciting. This brings community together. It gives people a chance to start anew, clean slate. This
So
is
what
what
about
we need. This
what
is
about
real change.
so what
Okay?
about November 13th, which is the new moon?
Oh, I like that, Maggie.
Right. So that would be on a Monday. So if we do it are people going to be available on Mondays? So if we
Yeah.
start, if we do it the 13th, the 6th, and then
It
let's
should
see.
start Wednesday,
Oh, you want to start it Wednesday then? Okay.
but it needs to start the first day of November, and then we can pick other dates after that.
Because we're doing November.
Okay, so we're only going to start in November. We shouldn't start. We
Are
shouldn't
we
start
doing this
like
by the lunar
June.
cycle?
We should start the November 1st. That's the
Okay.
that's the new year. That begins the new year month.
Yeah.
Well, we would do it the night before on the eve.
It
So
would
it'd be
be
the
after
31st.
midnight, but
Yeah.
it's still the 1st.
Oh yeah.
Do
We
you see
go
what I
from
mean?
yeah. Oh no, I get that. So technically, we go from. Is Kaz remind me? It's sunset from the 31st, isn't it? To
Yeah.
we start sunset
Our
31st.
kind of, the way people usually start their day from sun up, we actually count it from sundown. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
We're just a little bit backwards.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
just a backwards
fine.
thing.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
Just
fine.
a
doesn't
wee bit.
matter though. It's still going
Well,
to be
okay, the
hidden.
people that are willing to organize this, do you guys want to do a Zoom and we can organize it and
Well,
then we'll
I have
advertise
to
it?
let
Zoom
you know
sounds
I
good.
can't do one because we can't do that over here like that. They
Oh,
don't let you.
wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think that we
Well, that-
should promote it and put it out there, and that people that can, we just need to maybe start a hashtag, and then somebody can keep up and keep track, and we can go
Okay,
from there.
so this is going to be the main question, and as of right now, who is starting off the live? Who's doing it?
I
Is
didn't
it going to be
sound
Kaz or
funny.
Josephine because of
Well, I
them
can't.
doing it the night before, or is it going to be, us, one of you guys, one of us? Which one?
Uh, we
I
can't do
think
bomb.
Maeve will be
We
doing the
yeah.
first Rishi.
yeah.
It's
I can do a no the fire pit because the Eve sowing Eve. I'm doing my ritual, so I can't. But we can't do bonfires unless it's what's the word, arranged. We like
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
It
Has
has a
to have
lot
the
of
okay.
big land.
legal things for us over this side.
Mm.
We can't do
Okay.
fires at all. Like
That makes sense. That does.
But if anyone else wants to do it on the Eve, more than welcome to.
Electric Shadow Soul is available for November the
Okay.
4th, she said.
Mm.
Okay. The Eclectic Shadow Soul can do the first one. Um,
Come up into the box,
and
Electric. Come up into the box, Mel.
Come on now.
uh-huh.
I think Mel said something about she'd do it from the morning and just stoke the fire until
And
bedtime.
our fire's lovely, isn't it, Mel?
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
I
Oh.
can, hi. I can start it in the morning if that because I know it's like an all day thing. So I can start it
Yeah.
small in the morning and then build it up so it's a big one at the end of the night. And then
Yeah,
Okay.
we
that
can
sounds good.
okay.
Oh,
And then if somebody
absolutely,
else
Brittany. I think that everything needs to be like ad nauseum, putting it out, times, days, when people are
does
going to
somebody
do their thing.
does somebody want to like start like a tagline and then we can just keep spreading it and reposting
Burn
it?
it down.
I have a question.
Burn it down.
Yeah,
What
burn it down.
hashtag burn it down? Mm.
Burn it
Do
down.
you know what? Look,
Hashtag
listen,
burn it down.
I will get one of my videos because I've got tons of fire pit videos on my account. I will take one of those videos and I will put the hashtag burn it down. And if you can let me know what date, and then I'll put that in and then I'll set that off.
You
Or
know, Joe, who we should have do it?
who?
Becky.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's
Tina.
like looking to kind of get her media stuff going, so that would actually help promote her as well.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love it.
yeah.
Witches helping out other witches. Woo
There you
woo.
go.
See?
Yeah.
It's
Let's
always
get it.
good when
I'll,
people help
I'll talk to
each other.
Becky tomorrow. I'll give
I
Becky a
think
call
she's in
tomorrow and
here.
have a. Is she in there? Becky, you in here still?
Bexy in here. Yay.
Scouse. Yeah, you. Yeah, you Scouse.
Scouser.
Hey, calm down, calm down.
I think that
You
this
are
needs to go
making
over
a
into the
video, is it?
North. You know, everybody that this needs to spread.
Mm.
This needs to
Becky
spread.
requested there, Grammy. Put her up in the box.
I will make a
I will
video, but I'm
explain to
going
her.
to need the dates and times and who is doing what, when, where, and why. But I will make a video.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I can make a video too.
Awesome.
Yeah, Becky's
Yes.
got her own.
More people making videos.
I'll make
Becky,
videos.
yeah,
Yes.
But that's
Becky's
what
got
we're
a
saying. We'll
small
get
independent.
Becky to do the video because she's just started her own production company. So if she made the video, we could share around it. We kind of give her some advertisement for her business. You get me?
To start it off with, yeah.
Yeah, start it off like
Grammy, I think Becky's
a
requested to come up
releasing
in a
fire,
box.
maybe it's a cleansing fire.
Sorry about that.
Owen.
I'm not technologically sound.
Hi
Okay,
guys.
we have the
So
first
what
one.
do we need to do? What we doing?
We're going to
We're
burn it
doing
all down. We're going to celebrate Samhain, the Celtic New Year, for the entire month of November. And what it means is that we're going to release this last year into the flames, and we're going to burn it all down and, like a phoenix, kind of rise up and
That's our
begin
theme.
anew.
So funny that you should ask me to do the video for this because Samhain is my rebirth day. It will be my second rebirth day since I burnt my nest and survived a murder attempt and rose from those ashes kind of thing. And so I am very game for that.
Yes, but it's about healing. It's about letting things go. It's about we're going to do it old school, like our ancestors did, because you let go of the past and you begin anew. That's why contracts and everything was done, at the new year, because you're releasing the old year.
Oh, wait, I'll have to wait. I don't know about 5th November because I'm in Wales that weekend. I'll sort something, don't worry.
But we still need to have one on the 1st.
Hmm. Well, that'll be Mel.
We're kicking it off the 1st of November, which is Samhain.
So basically,
And we're going to
Becky,
have them throughout the month for so long.
so
How
Becky,
early
if
do
you
you
could
want to be
make
up
a
on the
video,
first?
Becky, of a fire and a hashtag, burn it down, and then the date, like that kind of thing, like a little promo video, and then by the
So,
time we've shared it all round, it will also mean that you get exposure too, if you're willing to do that.
Exactly.
Brill, I'll just slap me company logo in the corner to be like, if you want a video. Yeah, what was I going to say then? So it's starting the 1st, did you say?
Right.
Fab, no problem. That should be nice and easy. Probably have that ready for tomorrow evening, think.
Yeah, I'll
And
message you.
it's for anybody that wants to participate, not just the witches, not just the Celtic practitioners. It's for anybody.
Amazing.
Right.
Let's
Like
make
this can
Priya
be
welcome
from
all.
many different paths, from many different roads.
Yeah.
It's just like going to a crossroads. Everybody coming from
Yeah.
every place, from across every area, and coming to one area.
The theme of my Arc Druid initiation was many lamps, all the same light.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So maybe we can translate that over to fire, many fires. You all could come up with something, but you
Many
understand what I'm
flames, all the
saying?
same fire.
Mm-hmm.
All I can think about right now is Rod Gilbert, the stand-up comedian's bit where he's
Dave
talking
said we
about the
don't need no water.
10,000 power candle
We are of
torch.
many flames, but we are of the same fire.
Yeah, we're someone check and see if Burn It Down is taken or Witch Talk Burn It Down. Burn It Down, Witch Talk. Burn It Down, Witch Talk. That sounds all right,
What
doesn't it?
about something like,
Burn it
I
down.
don't know, what, many torches, one flame?
I like
Something like
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Torch is one flame.
I like that.
Or yeah, that could be the hashtag. Many torches, one flame.
I like that.
As well.
what time do you guys want me to start on the 1st?
Whatever suits you.
I have the day off, so I'll just be drinking coffee in my jammies, sitting by the fire. That's fine.
So what are we talking? When it's sorry. What time would be starting in GBT?
So it'd be, well, I'm Central Time, but we can try to figure out whatever it is for everybody else across the board and just kind of do it all on one poster,
So Mel,
whatever.
what's
Well,
the
what
time
time zone
with
are you
you at
in?
the
Because
moment?
time zone's going to be important too.
Yeah.
I think that when it's
All day long,
advertised,
so
you need to put where you are in the world, what
Mhm.
time that is, and maybe give like generalized times. You know, if I'm in Ireland and it's this time, what time is it in America or Canada or wherever? You
Does
know,
anyone know who's the earliest here right now?
Right now for me, it's 4:52 p.m.
I'm
10:52 here.
5:52 p.m.
So we're 10:52 p.m. at the moment.
So
5:52 p.m.
I'm
So Mel is
2:52.
6 hours behind us, Becky.
Right.
mini
So
torches, one flame.
Yeah, do many
So what I'll
torches,
do,
one flame.
I'll probably start early. So like 7 o'clock a.m. my time, Central. So that will be
Yeah.
like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock your time, 1 o'clock.
what time did you say? Sorry.
Correct, Kev.
Right now, I'm just asking, like, do you want me to start at like 7 a.m. my time? So it would be 1 p.m. your guys' time.
That's like really early for Pacific.
I'm up at, well,
Yeah.
like, I think it could be something that anyone can come along. Maybe we can do it so it's at one specific time where we're doing the releasing,
Yeah, no,
but
that's
people can
good.
join
It's
us.
fine. It's fine. I'm just whining. Somebody's gonna be
No,
early.
no, I'm not saying we can do the releasing at that time.
And
I think it should
Becky,
be good for people to kind of come in and out
what
how
we're
they
also
want.
going
But
to do is at the end of the month to do a collage of all the different flames and fires and do a montage of that as a summary.
And
So
what
I
I'll
would
do,
say the most we can do is probably up to 2 to 3 creators a day. Otherwise, there's going to be like possibly too many to edit. But I'll see how many I can get in. And yeah, make a
And we'll cross that bridge.
big fire video.
I'll tell you what, right? Because Becky, you're doing us a favour. I will pay you. I know I will donate, because if I donate, then you don't have to cash it. Do you know what I mean? I will donate you a little. I will fire some money over to your PayPal.
No,
Don't
don't be
ask
silly.
how much. Oh,
It's
shut up!
no,
I'll do it. Shut up. Take
no.
it. Take it.
It's a good thing. I'm happy to do it. It's promo for me too. Please, you don't
I know, but
have to.
take it. Just take it. Don't make me drive up to
Hey,
Liverpool.
Papa, can you
Don't make me drive up to
do this
Liverpool.
on your
Take it.
side?
I can't even take money off.
Hold on a minute. Hello,
Hi, Eric.
ladies. Eric,
Hi.
can you promote this on your side?
Hold on for a second. Let me move to the other side of the room because I got music playing. So what was that?
Can you promote this on your side of the world?
Yeah, just let me know what am I. Oh, stay still. Killer dog. Killer dog.
Mini
Loose.
Torches, One Flame 2023. Burn it down. We're going to burn down the old year and begin the new year because it's our new year in November.
Mm-hmm.
And let all things in the past stay in the past and you begin anew.
Yeah, let me know what I got to do. Like, if you guys are going to create flyers or put up things,
Yeah.
I can promote it on my page and
And you
I'll
can
put it on the
participate.
TikTok. And
We want
yeah, I'm going to participate because I
fire
have
everywhere.
a big metal canister and I have to start getting ready for I'm doing some ceremonies on the 18th of November. So I got to start cooking some stuff, but I'm trying to stop the damn rain here because I can't cook anything with all this goddamn rain coming down. Because then my ashes get messed up, and I have to cook certain things and stuff like that. So
I know.
but definitely, yeah, I'm more than willing to help, and participate and whatever I can do on my side. Just let me know what I can do,
I
Love
know
it.
it's for Samhain. But what I know you guys over there, you have your traditions, don't you? Is there one around Samhain as well? Is it Day of the Dead? No, is that different? I don't know.
You can talk of it if you want
Yeah,
to.
we have Day of the Dead.
Is that at the same time?
That's it.
That's it. There's other stuff to go with
Day
it.
of the Dead's
No.
on the first.
Is it? Okay.
Or
Well,
stop, get out again.
can one of you all pick up the live? I just been told that all the food that I've been cooking all day is now done, and I have to go fix it. So can one of y'all pick up the
Yeah,
live?
we're as well, guys. and I'll catch up with you again, okay? It was lovely chatting with you. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.
All
Bye.
I
right.
love you
Grammy,
all.
All
I gotta
Bye,
go.
guys.
Grammy, if
Thank
you want to
you.
inbox me if you want to.
All right, honey.
All right.
All right. Love you all.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Yes, Becky. Becky,
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, thank you. That's it, lovely. Love you too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.